Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today. Isn't it so cute? Okay, so I want to tell you one thing. We are having a free shipping special on Thursday, June 24th, 2021. It's with a minimum order, and you can find all the details over on my blog. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the project. So here's the supplies that we're going to be using today. We have, let me get the scraps here. So Pool Party, and this measures 4 1/4 by 5, and then another piece that measures 6 by 3. And then we've got So Saffron that measures 2 1/2 by 3. That's technically just a scrap. And then the Pattern Party Designer Series paper that measures 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. And then we have some basic white, and both of these are scraps. I put a little S on there for scraps. Let's get started. This is our stamping pieces right here. We're using 2 stamp sets today. We're using Garden Birdhouses and One Happy Family. That's actually the male Happy Family. That's what Brooke and I get at the Chinese place. We split it. Okay, love this. And you could technically use any of the greetings on this, but I'm using Happy Birthday from the One Happy Family. Okay. I'm using Memento ink. And these are the images. So I'm going to start with the birdhouse. I collect birdhouses and bird cages. And once upon a time in our last house, David said that he had a dream that all my birdhouses and bird cages fell on top of him. Isn't that hilarious? I haven't put them up at this house, but I do have a lot. And now we're going to stamp the, uh-oh, I think I just got ink on my finger. We're cutting that off so it don't matter that I didn't get ink on it. And then we're going to take this piece here, and we're going to stamp the greeting. I felt like the font of this Happy Birthday really matched the sketch of the birdhouse. Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like a really fine print would look that great. A chunkier print. Okay, we're going to be doing some coloring a little bit. We are using So Saffron, Pool Party, and Crumb Cake. I'm going to color the Pool Party first so I don't mess up. That's where I messed up here. I guess I could have left it, but I didn't want to. Okay, that part's done. Then the dark. Now I'm like, okay, wait a second, what'd I do? I'm doing it right now. Doesn't that look better? I'll compare the two in just a minute so you can see the difference. Now we're going to take we're going to be doing several pieces of die cutting. So we're going to cut out the scallop circle with that one. And the regular, so we're using the layering circles and the tailor tags. We're going to cut out 2 of these. And then we're going to cut the greeting out with this one. Okay, so let me get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm going to slide all this over. So we are using 1, 2, and 3. And I need another 3. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we'll start with this one. I just wasn't holding my mouth right. Now let's cut this out with this one. And I think we can do the greeting at the same time. If y'all hear a little tapping, it's actually not little tapping. It's the roofers at the house next door. They're putting the roof on today. So they're on the other side of the house. So you might not be able to hear it, but I can hear it. It's like a tap, tap, tap. Okay, there's the greeting. And the So Saffron. And now all we have left to cut out is the birdhouse. And there's that. Okay. So we're going to put this up. Now I don't want to lose my dies. So they're going back on their sheet. So we're going to take the image and add it to the So Saffron with liquid glue. And then I'm going to take my Wink Stella and just give it a little. I'm only coloring the, or I'm only adding it to the pool party part. Now we're going to set that aside. These are for the box. So now we're going to take this 6x3 piece and we're going to score it on the 6-inch side, which I like to call the landscape side, at 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 4 1/2, and 5 1/2. Then I'm going to turn it on the 3-inch side, which I like to call it the portrait side. And I'm going to score it at 1 inch. Where's my bone folder? So if you guys are leaving comments and I'm not answering you, it is a Facebook thing. So I'm seeing some of the comments, but not all of them. Hopefully, eventually, it will get fixed. But yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've folded and burnished on all the score lines. So now I've got this 1/2-inch strip over on the right, and I'm going to remove this little section right here. And then I'm going to angle this. And then down here I'm going to cut up to the score line, and then I'm going to trim both little tabs on the left and on the right. That's how it looks. So we're going to add our adhesive right here. You can use your favorite, whether it's tear and tape, stamp and seal, liquid glue, whatever you prefer. Whoops, I should stop talking for a second. Hold it. And there goes the airplane. Okay, that part's done. Now that's the back of our box. This is the front bottom of our box. And I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus for that part because I don't have to wait for it to dry. Okay, here's our little box, okay? Now, we're going to take this box and we're going to add it to these pieces. So I'm going to add my liquid glue because I want to be able to slide it into position. So I'm going to add it on the bottom, but I'm going to center it between the two sides, okay? Now I'm going to make sure it's centered, and it is. So I'm just going to hold that there for a second. Okay, there's that one. Now we're going to add this one to the back side. So I'm going to put my liquid glue on here. I saw someone mention about extended stay place. We did check out those options, but it's a college town. And yeah, we haven't been able to find one. Especially one that's not charging $2,000 for the 2-week stay. Yeah, I cannot believe it. Yeah, so, and my sister told me to look for an Airbnb, and that was the same thing. I think the cheapest thing we found was almost $2,000 for 2 weeks. So we'll keep looking, we'll keep trying. Okay, so now, isn't that cute? So what we're going to do is take this is like a belly band. We're going to wrap it around. And the way that I find it the easiest to do it is to put it on the Stampin' mat and to use my stylus on my take your pick tool. And so what I'm going to do is center it like that. Okay, so that's how it is. You can use your bone folder too if you want to. So I'm just going to go along the edge and score. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now I'm going to actually fold it over and burnish with my bone folder and make sure it's straight. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one over here, same thing. So if we put it on there, it should have, yeah, perfect. So now we need to do the rest of it. So I'm just going to put it on its side like that. If I give you measurements to use the trimmer or the scoring tool, it's going to be off because that's just how it does. It's better to just do it like this. Okay, one more. So there's that side. And then now this one. Ruh-roh. I don't think I've... You could pinch it too, but you might crush your box if you do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So now we're going to put adhesive right there. I'm going to bring it up right above the dotted line to add it. And then if this slides, if your belly band slides off your box, you can just add a little bit of liquid glue so that it stays in place, okay? I'm gonna put a drop of liquid glue so that it'll stay. So I'm just gonna slide that right there, and give one little squeeze, and then hold it. Now it won't slide. Oh, I did too much glue. We're gonna add this here. We're using Pool Party, what is this, seam binding? So I'm gonna use 2 pieces that are approximately 8 inches. And then I'm gonna be using the Basic Essentials twine. Okay, let me snip these ends here, that way it'll be easier. I had the same problem earlier. There we go. Now I'm going to set that aside for a second, and I need 2 pieces of the twine. Okay. There we go. I cut a little extra because I'd rather have too much than too little. So both of these is a little too much, but I want to get the ribbon straight before I close it up. Okay, that's straight. And then I'm going to take the twine and just tie it once like that. And then I'm going to take the greeting and thread it. And this was the part that took me the longest today when I was making this project. Just threading. What can I say? You know it's not going to go easy when you're live. There we go. Not too bad. Earlier I had to get new twine because I messed it up so royally. Okay, let's fix our bunny ears here, or loops, whatever you call them. There we go. Now, you got to trim your this is going to get some embellishment, so we're using the In Color Jewels. I noticed these are on low inventory again. They're going to go on back order again. So I'm going to use the Take Your Pick tool to add 3. And this one I'm using, I believe this is the Soft Succulent color. You can use this color if you want. And even though we're using Pool Party, I feel like it looks good with it. So, yeah. And then we're going to add that to the box with a Stampin' Dimensional. right in the middle. Oh, I forgot to show y'all what would fit. Okay, so if we hadn't have tied it closed, like a snack size candy bar will fit in there. And here's the other one I made. And also, like Laffy Taffy will fit in there. A couple pieces of Laffy Taffy will fit in there. Yeah. And then some washi tape will also fit in there. My roll's almost gone, but it will fit in there. So there's like 3 little gift ideas. Oh, I used the bigger ones on this one and I used the little ones on that one. Cute though, right? Okay, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much. See you later.